Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest and we're going to have a look at the latest weekly challenge. So this is a time attack at the Hellride. Brilliant stadium this one, love racing here, and I don't ever remember doing a time attack weekly challenge here before. We are going to be in the Boom RS and we're going to start with manual. So my plan for the video is I'll show my fastest lap using manual gears. I'll then do a quick run through of how I did that lap and how I changed the gears, and then we'll do a lap using automatic for anyone who uses automatic gears, so you can see for comparison. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend having to go with manual gears because it's quite an easy one to do. Okay, let's start with manual gears then. My fastest time at the moment is a 44.7 up in the top right. Someone has set a 43.9 fastest lap so far, so that is a fantastic time. Let's see how we get on. I've messed around with the tuning settings a little bit, and I've settled on the settings that you'll have seen just before this in the video. For anyone who doesn't normally use manual gears, I think this is a track definitely worth doing it because it's quite an easy one to drive in that you just accelerating the whole time. There's no braking involved, certainly not the way I drive this anyway. And I think this could be a real tough one for automatic gears to get a gold trophy time in. We'll see though. What time are we going to get? It's another 44 something. Yeah, it's slightly quicker. It's a 44.551. That's my fastest so far. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick run through then of that my fastest lap using manual gears. So obviously away from the start, up through the gears here, and obviously these are the way I'm driving this all relates to how I've set the gear ratio. If you use a different gear ratio, it's going to be different. At this point I sling it in here. As soon as the revs start to drop as we come up the bank, and obviously I'm turning, I drop down into third gear so I can get good revs and acceleration as I pull away back down the hill, up to fourth, back up to fifth, try and get as much speed as I can here. Head over towards the centre. It doesn't matter if you go left or right, but if you head over towards the centre you can then ride around the barriers. Again, as soon as those revs drop it down a gear into fourth this time. Now a lot of people I've seen tend to ride the barriers all the way round here. I don't. I drop back in, try and pick up speed, cut in on the corner like we did the first corner, and again drop down to third. As soon as the revs drop, sling it back down, try and get it close to this barrier on the inside, and of course accelerate through and as quick as you can through the finish, hopefully for a good time. Okay, on to automatic. Right, let's do a lap with automatic gears then. Apart from that, everything else I'm going to keep the settings the same so we can do sort of a direct comparison really with my my fastest lap using manual gears. I'm going to drive it the same as well so we can hopefully see how that works out. If I can hopefully drive a good lap and try and get it as close in driving style as I can to my manual lap, we'll be able to compare. But yeah, such a fast lap round here that I think probably the gap between the fastest lap times and the slowest lap times is only going to be 2 or 3 seconds, so this could be a real tough challenge to try and get gold in. So it's definitely worth having a go at the manual gears, I think, for the extra pace you can get. What time are we going to get? Is it over, just over 40? It's 45 something, yeah, 45.2. so as you can see that's half, maybe 3/4 of a second slower than my fastest lap with manual gears. Well, that's my preview of the latest weekly challenge, and whether you use manual gears or automatic gears, best of luck for your attempt. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video, and see you soon.